Well, Midhani is a stock in focus as there are a number of developments like the GE-HAL deal for jet engines or new railway orders or newer products and faster order execution, all of which may benefit the company. And it is showing in the way the market is giving a thumbs up to the stock today, up 7%. CMD Dr. SK Jha joins in to throw us some light on how is business shaping up for the company. Dr. Jha, good having you. Thanks for taking the time out.
Thank you.
Dr. Jha, I want to start off with how is business environment looking, because I reckon in the earnings call that you did at the start of the month of June, you spoke about the fact that a lot of orders are short cycle in nature, execution could gather place, and order inflow by the end of Q1 is expected to be very strong.
Yeah, first of all, let me tell you the perspective that in India, there is a lot of opportunities coming in the area of high technologies field. Since Midhani is working in the area of defense, aerospace, and of course also in the energy sector, and recently also entered in some of the high-end products of Indian Railways. Definitely as the economy starts growing, the opportunities is going to increase in these areas. And you might have seen that recently there's a lot of news is coming up in the area of aero engine also, because in the defense that technology also is very important for our country to become self-reliant. And in this area also, since our company is working with space and aerospace materials right from its inception, so I see there's a lot of opportunities coming up in these areas. And also some of our strategic projects also is going forward. So we are seeing that in these areas also, the opportunities are there, and where already we have developed the technology, we have developed the materials, and those materials have been certified. So definitely the requirements are going to come to us. And based on these means like indications, I see that there is a strong opportunity and a strong inflow of the orders in the coming days. If I break in the sector wise, of course, the defense is going to take the major role in that. And added with that, we are also seeing a lot of opportunities coming in the area of export, because in the international market also, the last year we have entered in the very small way, and many of our grades of materials have been approved by the leading aerospace and oil and gas companies. So I see there also opportunities for this year is coming in the export field also. And which the recent indications are there where we have already GE-HAL system has approved our product, and we are also seeing that other aerospace industries also have taken our material, and some of them already have approved it. Some places approval is in process. So there's a good opportunity for us to get integrated with the international supply chain or in the high-end materials. And mostly when I'm talking about the high-ends, I am talking about nickel-based alloys and titanium-based alloys, and some of the very high-end steels. So there I see that there are very good opportunities. And recently we have commissioned a high wide plate mill for production of all these materials, which includes high ultra high strength steel, armored steel, super alloys, and also titanium alloys. So in the flat products we have entered in the initially this year we have entered. I see there also is a good opportunities for my company. So this product is very unique, and we are able to make 3-meter width plates in the grade of stainless steel, and also some of the grades like Inconel 7 and 8 or other nickel-based alloys. So I feel these are based on those our development and the opportunities coming in the domestic and international market.
Okay.
I see the opportunities in the big.
I would love to probe some of these, Dr. Jha, if you allow me. So since you spoke about ISRO and GE Healthcare and the nickel-based alloys and titanium-based alloys, what's the kind of growth that can be expected here? Give us some color.
In case of nickel-based alloys, last year also you might have seen that our volume of production, or I say the value of production in the area of nickel-based alloys, almost double from the previous year. So this year I see not less than 40 to 50% growth in the area of nickel-based alloys. So there I see the opportunities is coming in the big way. Titanium, of course, growth is there, but last year we had problem of the raw material supply in the case of titanium. So still, since we are depending on the raw material supply from the overseas, but indications are that now our raw material supply also will be getting a streamline. So there also I will be seeing the growth of not less than 15 to 20% in the case of titanium alloy also from the previous year. And core area of our ultra high strength steel also, the growth will be there because you see now the lot of projects is getting approved.
Sure.
For defense areas.
Got it, sir. So GE Healthcare or ISRO or whatever else that you mentioned that you getting approved and shortlisted in a number of other areas in this space. What are the kind of numbers that could come in? Do they come in FY24, or do people have to or would you have to wait for FY25 for some orders to come in and growth to happen?
I'll say whatever I have mentioned, the products getting approved and all. I am not talking only in terms of approval. We have received the orders also.
Okay. So what's the kind of growth, Dr. Jha?
Not in the big numbers right now.
Okay.
But indications are that whatever export, I am talking about the export, whatever export we have done, this year export will be definitely will be crossing almost 100 crores compared to the previous year of around 30 to 35 crores.
Okay.
So this will be our growth in the case of the export. It will be there.
Exports only with this segment, right? The other segments is separate, or total exports?
No, export I am talking in terms of all high-end products and also going in the sectors like aerospace and oil and gas industries.
Okay, so combined exports could be about 100 crores versus 30 to 35 crores in FY23.
Yeah.
Which is a strong jump. Okay. Now, I would love to understand the GE-HAL deal for jet engines. How does that benefit Midhani?
Yeah, I do not know what will be the what will be their criteria as far as the sourcing of the material is concerned. But definitely, since see in all the sectors, your approval is very important. So once the firm is getting approved for certain grades of material, now converting this business to the aerospace, probably it may take some time, but it is possible to get some type of inputs like coming from, I say, in the future. But at this juncture, I cannot say that we are going to get something out of that. But the more or less the material requirement, since already we are working for other aerospace company where already my material is going, so it will be possible that in the future to get tie up with aerospace that company also in the future as we progress. But it may take some time because I don't know what will be the content of the deal and what will be the method of implementation. I'm talking about the specific about the deal.
Yeah, sure.
But we are not waiting for that. In fact, recently we are also supplying the Pratt & Whitney. Also have approached to us, and we are trying to see that how we can enter in their requirement of materials. And already, again, as I said earlier, we have given some material to them. It has been already used, and they are trying to go for the bulk placement of the order. So it is going in a sequential way.
Got it.
You know that in the area of defense and aerospace, approval all takes time. So and then you have to enter in that supply chain, and that itself is a big challenge. So once you enter in that, you will be the regular vendor for them, and depending on the requirements and your price, your quality, order starts flowing.
Got it. Thanks for explaining that. The other question that I have is on railways. Give us some flavor of how would you participate in this and how would the growth happen? Because every company that we speak to in the railway sector is talking of unprecedented growth and very strong book to bill ratios? For you, order from railways, the Vande Bharat train, some axle orders expected. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, last year we have supplied 400 numbers of access to the railways. And based on that, already we have received nearly about 1,000 numbers orders again. And I am expecting that once I execute that, the numbers will going to multiply definitely. And today our challenge is that how quickly we can supply. So we are ramping up our infrastructure for that. So certain facilities where I can do the finishing operations like machining operations and all, that we are improving our, we are taking the support from the MSME, and also we are trying to upgrade our facility, and we adding certain additional equipments. We have no problem in the area of melting, forging. Those things are already established in our company. We can supply, but these are the things we are trying to improve. So definitely that we'll see that those numbers are going to increase in the future. And since our quality grade of materials are well like certified for that, so it will be possible for us to increase that numbers in the future for the axles. For spring also, we have set up one new facility for making the spring for the LSB coaches. So that spring plant also are going to start shortly. We have got initial orders to as a trial order also from the railway. So once that spring is getting certified by them, we'll be a regular supplier for the spring also, as far as the railway is concerned. So these two products, whatever I have mentioned here, will be going to give us the entry in the railway. And already we have started supplying the access to them.
When does this 1,000 axles order get executed? Does it get executed in FY24 first half, or how
Yeah,
long
this year only. Yeah,
this year,
we have
FY24?
to complete in a couple of months. Not, in fact, we have to 3 to 4 months. We have to
3 to 4
complete.
months. And then I heard you say then the orders will multiply.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So the numbers are going to increase. And since we are one of the vendors for them, so it is going to definitely going to get it.
Any large capex requirements, Dr. Jha, for executing so many of these current and new orders?
Already you might have seen that
Yes.
a lot of capex we have already infused our company. I think that is the strength on which we are going to get this type of execution faster. So I say that our capex infusion and opportunities coming at the right time. So these things are getting joined together. Like our even in fact our armor units also started performing now. You might have seen that certain amount of. If you are following my tweets, I am telling that even the certain amount of product also we have made from there and supplied to various important specification and standards armed forces.
Yeah, most certainly. Last two questions. In the call, you had mentioned that you are rethinking the NALCO JV. Any clarity there?
No, it's not rethinking. We are trying to rework that. What is the viability? Because we have to see that what is the opportunity there in the country for the high-end aluminum alloy products. So that review we have given to getting a workout is getting worked out by hiring a consultant, and we are waiting for their report to get submitted. So once it is a commercially viable facility or the plan, then we'll proceed, because the investment requirements is quite big for that as a greenfield project. So we are assessing that potential requirements.
Got it.
At present.
Dr. Jha, I would like to end with some numbers. Now, FY23 was a particularly difficult year in terms of supplies, raw material costs, but yet you managed to score in pretty good margins with these headwinds presumably turning tailwinds. One, would margins look better? And two, with all the stuff that you're doing, would you reckon that market estimates of 25 to 30% growth CAGR for the next 3 years is a possible proposition, or is it a difficult one?
I see, that it depends. I'll tell you that in perspective that we have a big support of our new facilities, which we have commissioned recently. So those things are definitely going to add in our earnings, which is going to the next and going to give the growth in the future. In addition to that, whatever we had our existing facility there also we have ramped up our capacity. So I think the both the additions will be going to definitely give our opportunity for my company to grow in the future. And margin is the one area which have to looked in, because you know that today the raw material is the one area which is highly fluctuating because of the current geopolitical situation. So I don't want to make the comment there that what will be the margin, but I see the opportunity wise, volume wise, and also the sales turnover is definitely going to be increased in the future, considering our the new facilities and new products which has come recently in the market.
Or what would be the bare minimum growth, Mr. Dr. Jha, that you believe? I mean, forget commenting on an estimate of 25-30%, but is there a guidance that you're giving out or have given out formally for what's the kind of growth that could happen over the next 2-3 years?
See, if you see our, I expect definitely our target is to go almost around 25-30% definitely in the next 2 years, I will say. That definitely we are eyeing for that, and I see there is an opportunity also. But as I said, only one thing, that raw material is the one area which we are slightly skeptical because of the international, depending on certain things on international supply chain. So, but world over, I think the appetite is good, because international market also the requirement is there, and today the supply is limited because many of the facilities across the world, it is not running with the full capacity. So India as a whole, and Midhani also in particular, is having a good opportunity at this moment to capture those in the market. We have many indications are there which I'll be giving at the right moment, but
Sure.
Those things are going to give a good advantage for me.
We look forward to talking to you post your first quarter numbers, Dr. Jha. Thank you for taking the time out, and all the best with the execution.
Yeah, thank you.
And viewers, thanks for term of about 25% growth CAGR for the next